Hello, welcome to the Owl and the Coconuts 30 Days of Free Mindful Art. So today I wanted to share this book with you, which I'm guessing will be back to front, but it's the Mindfulness Pocket Book by Jill Hassan, a mindfulness and emotional intelligence author, and it's basically a little book that shares exercises on various different things. So one that I've chosen for you today is managing distractions. In the morning, for example, first thing I do is check my phone. It's such a bad habit, and I want to try and get out of that, because as soon as I check my phone, I'm checking things like emails, social media. There's things that are happening that are already distracting me from even getting ready. So it says here that distraction can be anything that diverts your attention. So it could be anything that basically that you class as a distraction. Often distractions, I think, can be good depending on what they are, but things like checking your social media and just being distracted from actually getting something done can be really interruptive, really. So some of the things that it shares are that distractions can be in your control, and that you can kind of train yourself to control the distraction. So one of the top tips, you can see it's got managing distractions on one side, a bit of information, and then on the other side it shares like a practice. Or a few practices on this page. So it has ways to anticipate your distractions, ways to train yourself to kind of keep focused, the idea of fiddling, so saying that some people need to do something or need to keep physical to actually keep stopping themselves from being distracted. And I think sometimes that can be me, say from meetings for example, I'm always sort of doodling or needing to move or something like that. And tell you to stay motivated, to have a break if you needed to, if you've got that type of distraction, and to anticipate your needs before you do something that your needs focus on. So if you are already fully distracted, trying to sit down and, I don't know, write a job application or something like that, I can imagine it can be really difficult, because you'll still have those distractions in your head and actually won't get the work done that you want to. So I'm going to focus on the practice of training yourself today. So it says, practice focus and engagement by turning off all distractions and committing your attention to a single task for a short amount of time, maybe 15 or 30 minutes, and work up to a longer period of time. As much as possible, do it when you know distractions are at minimum. So I'm just going to do a short one this morning, and I'm going to use some old spray painted paper that I had. Just cut a square of that. I've seen something online recently called Zentangles, which seems to be basically making patterns, very symmetrical patterns on a piece of paper. So I'm going to try and have a go at that today. So an eyes open sort of a doodling practice, I suppose. Just going to use a fine liner, and I've got the square ready. So I'll spend a couple of minutes doing that. Join in with me. My distraction at the minute is that you have to excuse me, I'm very snotty, full of hay fever, so sorry about my sniffles. And if you are getting distractions now whilst you're practicing, just sort of be aware of them. Try and bring your focus back to the marks that you're making on the paper. I think the noises that the marks are making are very good at keeping me focused. I find them really therapeutic. Maybe your mark making is reminding you of something which is distracting you. Again, just bring it back to focusing on whatever pattern you're making, whatever marks you're making on your paper. And these can be something that you take, as it said originally, you could take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 minutes, however long you feel you need to sort of keep you focused, really. That I would like to spend more time on, really. But this is my Zentangle. See, it's a bit smudged at the bottom there. It's got a really nice surface actually because it's quite shiny and sort of you have to scratch into the spray paint. These could be something that you cut up, that you add to, that you put in your purse. Remember what mindful practice you were doing.